Hello there, people of the internet. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing alright, thanks for asking. So I'm out here with my little jungle carbine look-alike here. This right here is not a real one, it's just one of those Santa Fe look-alikes. This used to be a #1 Mark III Star, but in the 1960s it was converted to look like a jungle carbine. But this video isn't necessarily about the rifle itself. I got plenty of other videos on this rifle. This is a nice, light, handy little rifle. It's accurate out to a distance. It's comfortable. It is something that I would not mind walking long distances with. And on top of that, this is a cheap little rifle. Unlike, you know, actual jungle carbines, these things right here go for pretty cheap. The ammunition, maybe not right now, but normally is quite easy to find, readily available, and relatively inexpensive in comparison to some other things. This right here is one of the rifles that I bring hunting whenever I go hunting. Haven't been hunting in a while, but this is one of the rifles that I do bring whenever I go out looking to throw something on my table. Well, in a lot of places, you need a certain capacity magazine in order to hunt in that place. And most of the time it's 5 rounds. There's even some state laws saying you gotta hunt. You can't have any more than 5 rounds in your hunting rifle whenever you're out hunting. So a lot of times this is what I'll do. I don't want to drill any holes in this magazine. This right here is the original magazine in this rifle from, 1942, and it works really well. I don't want to drill any holes in this thing. I don't want to permanently modify this thing to hold only 5 rounds. So what I normally do is I'll actually take the floor plate out and I'll fill the magazine with, something. Normally I got this piece of wood that I use. It works really well. It stops the floor plate from lowering all the way down, and thus the magazine is only limited to holding 5 rounds. I can almost force a 6th round in there, but I can't. So it's a 5-round magazine now. Just like with shotguns, whenever you go hunting with a shotgun, you're limited to only 3 rounds. Typically from the factory, they will stick in a little piece of wood inside the shotgun tube to restrict just how far the follower will go. This way you are only limited to 3 rounds. Same concept, I just got a piece of wood in here to restrict the number of rounds this thing holds. And I started thinking, if magazine bans really become a reality, what constitutes whether or not a magazine is capable of being high capacity? I mean, if you have well, by their definition, high capacity, if you have a high capacity, I call it standard capacity, but if you have a magazine that holds more than 10 rounds and a law is passed where you have to register it with the NFA or give it up, couldn't you just maybe drill a hole in the side, put a little screw in there, stop the follower from going all the way down, and limit yourself to 10 rounds like that? And if you ever decide to become an outlaw, you can just take the screw out. Or you could do what I did, take just a little piece of wood, stick it into your magazine, stop the floor plate from going all the way down. If you ever need a standard capacity magazine, you just pull that out, take the wood out. This is just me, speculating if something were to happen. But if you were to convert your high capacity magazines to being limited to only 10 rounds, but not permanently, would you still have to register them? In my eyes, in my mind, hell, even over in California, as long as you have that magazine pinned, like you can have a regular magazine, but as long as it's pinned to only hold 10 rounds, then it's okay, right? So if something like, if this illegal legislation actually passes and is enforced, you could get away with it, logically speaking. I'm not sure if you could actually get away with it, because the law is just, whoever enforces it. I don't know, it's just one of those food for thought things. I was over here, I'm currently planning a hunting trip, and I was over here setting up my magazine to only hold 5 rounds, and I was like, what if I were to do the same thing to all of my AR-15 magazines to where they only hold 10 rounds? What if I no longer had any standard capacity magazines because I converted mine to only holding 10 rounds? It's just one of those things one of those food for thought things. Anyway, I figured, since I came out here to the range anyway to make this video, we're gonna go ahead and step off at a little bit of a distance. I'm gonna fire some rounds through this rifle just because I have a lot of 303 ammo. 303 is kind of unavailable right now, but it's one of those things that I stockpiled, you know, by the thousands of rounds back whenever it was available. Nothing real expensive or anything, it's just this cheap surplus ammo. But I got 5 rounds in there now. I can almost fit that 6th one in there, but not quite. Oop, well, that 6th one's down there now. So this is a 5-round magazine for all intensive legal purposes. I could stick the 6th round in the gun, but then I'd have an uneven amount of ammunition, so we're just gonna stick with 5 right now. All right, let's step off to a distance and lob some lead. All right, now, on occasion, whenever I use this piece of wood to limit the capacity of this magazine, sometimes the floor plate will get a little stuck, so I might need to finagle it a little bit. After I work it a little bit, it works pretty well. So, 5 rounds. In this case, I got rim lock. Give me a second. That's the only bad thing about 303. Rim lock's a real issue. Okay. Oh, yeah, I see my target just fine down there. Let's go ahead and fire around. Woohoo! Get in there. I think it's time for me to go ahead and clean this gun, because I have fired, oh Nelly, I fired a lot of ammo through this thing. And I don't think I've cleaned it once. Come on, you bastard. Go ahead and clean it before my hunting trip. She is accurate though, I'll give her that. That was me. I pulled that one low. That one I hit. Alright, well there we go. 5-round capacity. This is just one of those things that I was thinking about while I was loading my magazine, so I figured I'd come tell you guys about it. Not only that, but I wanted to fire a couple rounds. I'm probably going to fire some more. We'll make other videos on it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. I'm sure that you guys are going to let me know that anyway. If you like this kind of stuff, subscribe to the channel. I do this kind of stuff all the time, as you can see in the car down there. If you like the video, actually like the video, YouTube's kind of anti-gun right now, so every like, every subscription, every share, every comment, everything helps. Check out the description down below. You're going to find a link to Patreon, Discord, my second channel where I get drunk and play video games. You might find some other stuff on there that I'm forgetting about right now, so go check that out and let me know what I forgot. Okay, I think, oh man, that sun feels good. It's the middle of winter right now, and it's a little cold outside, but right now, that Florida sun's very welcome. It's probably about 65 right now, and man, it is comfortable out here. It's one of the reasons why I decided to come out to the range. So I'm gonna go make another video. I just wanted to share my thoughts with you. Keep this video kind of short. I'm just gonna say thanks for watching, and have yourself a fantastic day. Since I've done this. Bonnie and Clyde be damned. Poor man's Garen. It's a shame that bolt-action shotguns aren't more mainstream.